Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to do post detection for live camera preview in Expo React Native for Android using MediaPipe. So let's get started. So first I'll show you guys the output. So here I have recorded the output. So first it asks you for camera permission. I have given the camera permission, and here you can see the post detection. Now it seems a little bit off. I'm not really sure why, if this is an issue from my side, like from the code which I'm using, or is the issue from MediaPipe itself, or is the issue from because the Android device which I'm using is a cheap Android device. So I'm not really sure what the issue is, but it seems a little bit off. So do let me know in the comments if you try it on your own device, what results you get. So yeah, let's get started. Also, one thing, I'll quickly search for post detection. So here you need to go to this particular URL, and here you need to download this model. So I'm using this pose LandMarker full, but if you want you can use this heavy as well, and let me know what the results is. But like the name suggests, it will increase your app size significantly. So first, for now, you can just download all three of this model. Okay, then you need to create an Expo project. So for that you can just go to this URL over here. So there are different ways of creating Expo project. I am using this blank TypeScript template. So to create an Expo project using blank TypeScript template, you just have to run this command. Give it some project name. Now at the time of me recording this video, there is no third-party library available to achieve this. So we need to write native code. So for that you just have to open this URL over here. Select Android device. Select development build. I have disabled EAS because we will be building it locally. Then select your own operating system. I am on macOS, so I have already installed Watchman. I have already installed Cas Zulu. I have already set this Java home path. I have already installed Android Studio as well. So you will need to do all this setup. I have already set the Android home as well. Then source home, URL, source home, bash, whatever. Then you need to cd to your Expo React Native project in your terminal, and then run this command. So once you run this command, then you need to scroll down and then run this command. So once you run this command, it should create an Android folder for you, something like this. Okay, now you need to create a separate module where we will be writing our code. So for that you need to go to this URL over here. So again, I'll just simply scroll down and just copy this command, and it will ask you some questions like what should be the module name and everything. I have kept everything as default, so just press enter 3 times. And then you should see this modules folder been created as well. So I'll just close my cheat sheet now. Then you first need to go to modules, src my modules.type.ts, and here you need to comment out this URL as well as this onload event. Then you need to go to app.tsx. You need to add all these imports over here. Here we need to take one state for camera permission. Then inside use effect we just call request camera and storage permission as well. Then we do permissions android.request multiple permissions, and if camera permissions is granted, then only we change this particular state. Then here if camera permission is granted, then we display this my module view, else we display a text saying camera permission not granted, and these are all the styles for it. Then you need to go to app.tsx. let's see first how to use it. Oh sorry, I have already shown you, right? App.tsx. Okay, so here why I have commented out this particular 2 lines of code, like everything was present by default. So firstly, we are not passing any prop, right? So this URL thing is not really required for our use case. And the second thing is we are not sending any callback from native Android side to Expo React Native side. That's why onload is also commented out. Then you need to go to main Android folder, go to app, src main android manifest.xml, and here you need to add this uses feature of Android hardware camera as well as camera permission. Then just close this down, go to modules, my module, go to Android folder, go to build.gradle, and here inside dependency we need to add MediaPipe task vision, camera core, camera 2, camera lifecycle, then camera view, constraint layout as well as app compat. So here we can improve it like this. Okay, so add all these dependencies, then go to src, go to java, you need to go to src main, and here you need to create an assets folder. Now inside this assets folder, okay, just give me a second. src main. Okay, so what I have done in my case is that I went to the main Android folder, go to app, src main, and here I have created the assets folder, and I have dragged and dropped the three pose LandMarker MediaPipe models over here. But you can either do it over here, or what you can do it, you can go to modules, my module, go to Android, src main, and here you can create an assets folder and drag and drop it over here. So I'll just delete this. It's up to you where you want to place it. Okay, then you need to create this particular file, overlay view.kt. Now this I have copied it from the MediaPipe documentation. So firstly, for package name, you can just go to my module.kt, whatever is the package name over here, just copy it, and rest of the code you can just copy paste it from the documentation. I've copied it from the documentation itself. So I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video and just copy all this code. Okay, then you need to go to pose LandMarker helper.kt. Again, this is the package name, and these are all the imports. So again, I'll simply scroll through this. So here we are basically initializing our pose LandMarker. As you can see, if you have decided to change the MediaPipe model names, make sure you change it over here as well. Okay, and here you can see this is for running live stream. Here we are initializing our pose LandMarker. Then here we are detecting it from the live stream as well. So again, this code I have copied it from the documentation. Then you don't really need this. We are not doing it for video, so if you want, you can just comment this out as well, but I have kept it just for the sake of it. Okay, and here is for detecting image. Again, this is not really required for our use case. Then here we return the live stream result. Here we return the live stream error. These are some variables which I have defined, and here we have a data class of result bundle, and here we have an interface of LandMark listener on error as well as on results. Okay, then you need to go to my module.kt, and here what I have done, I have commented all this stuff because we are not passing any props. So I have commented this out, and I have commented this line out as well because we don't have any event as such, right? Then you need to go to my module view.kt, scroll up. So firstly, these are all the imports. So I'll simply scroll through all these imports. Then here we have this my module view. We extend the pose LandMarker helper.landmark listener. Here is our constraint layout. Then we initialize the preview view. Here is our overlay view. Then here is our background executor. Here we have our image analysis, preview, camera, process camera provider as well as camera facing lens. Then here we have one variable for pose LandMarker helper. Then here we have the default value. So here you can see I'm using the pose LandMarker full model, but if you want, you can use the heavy model as well. Here we get hold of our current activity. Here is our life cycle as well. Then here we set the layout params for our constraint layout. Then here what we do, this viewfinder is basically the camera view. So this entire code, it basically makes sure our viewfinder occupies the entire width and height of the screen. I'll come back to this method later on what exactly it does. Similarly for overlay view as well, we are doing the same thing. We are making sure overlay view occupies the entire width and height of the screen. Then we apply the constraint set. Then here we initialize our pose LandMarker helper. Then here we call viewfinder.pose setup camera. Then coming back to this method, so this method is basically used because this is a hack. If you don't use this, you will just see a black screen. You will not see your live camera preview. And if you want to learn more about this, you can just go to this particular URL over here. Then inside setup camera, we just do process camera provider.get instance. We add a listener. We get hold of our camera provider. We call the bind camera use case. Then we initialize the aspect ratio strategy. Here is our resolution selector. Here is our camera provider. Here we initialize the camera selector. Then here is our preview view. Here is our image analyzer as well, and here we call detect pose where we pass the image. Then we unbind our camera provider. We bind it to the life cycle. We set the surface provider, and inside detect pose, if pose LandMarker is not initialized, if it is initialized, then we just call detect live stream. Then inside on error, we just log it to the console, and inside on results, we send the results back to our overlay view. Then we call invalidate, and then here on detach from window, we shut down our background executor as well as call await termination. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.